Hi! So I'm sticking to my commitment of doing a live video as I should, but I've been quite low profile I think this week because you know when you're completely out of routine and life completely gets you by, and then the next thing you're like, oh my gosh, it's Thursday, how did it get to Thursday already? So yeah, I've been mental, busy, lots going on with me outside of work, kind of private stuff going on with moving, etc, and yeah, it just totally throws you, doesn't it? So thank you so much for the love heart. So if you are watching me live right now, then I will always ask, will you do love hearts, love hearts, love hearts, just like somebody is, but then now hearts, 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 coming all the way across and everything. And that makes me feel like I'm sharing some love and value with you guys, and you're sharing it with me. So a big, massive thank you. And again, if you are watching it live, then comment, say hello in the comments, and I'm going to say hello to you all then once I've had a little talk to myself. And yeah, hopefully you'll be interested a little bit on what I'm going to talk about this evening. Thank you for the love hearts. So I'm going to talk about what I've been eating, or the junk I've been eating recently, because one lady, I told her one thing about me sending Deeks out from my chip shop run the other day, and she was just like, oh my gosh, you've got to tell me what else you've been eating, Tars. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. And I had a question from Lydia, thank you Lydia, about she's eating clean, healthy, on a mission, whatever, and she wanted to know, is having a smoothie for breakfast going to be bad for her? Because she was wondering if the sugar in there is going to be not the best for when it comes to weight loss. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what we should definitely avoid when it comes to your smoothies, okay? So make your own by all means. These are amazing, really good ways of getting real good nutrition in you, but there are some things you want to stay away from, guys. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about in a little minute. But I am going to say a quick hello. And also, today is my 30 weeks preggers date, and in my Transform Mums group I've just put my update in there for the week with my photo of how I'm growing. Still contemplating if I ever share these publicly or not, but it's so interesting seeing how I'm growing, especially for me anyway, because in the beginning when I was like 18 weeks I was like, I'm massive, and now I'm like, I wasn't massive at all, but now I am. I'm absolutely humongous. So yeah, so I'm going to say hello now, guys, to Jenny. Hello, lovely. Hiya, Jenny. We've got Dawn. Hello, lovely. Hello, Dawn. I hope you're fab and still doing the free 12-minute workouts that are recorded. Keris, hello. Loving seeing your posts on Instagram with all of your clean eating. Keep that going. Emily Crew, hello. First time I've made it live in a while. Welcome live. Thank you for the love hearts, whoever sent that then. Jordan, look at so others. Thank you, Jordan. Loving seeing your post as well in the Transform Mums group. Thank you. Hiya, Tara from Susan. Hope you're fab, Susan. Kellyanne James, thank you so much. Lovely. And hello. And everybody else's name. And Emma Stewart. Hey, how are you? Actually, Kelly Haslam to you. Hey. So yes, number one, what was I going to say about? Oh yeah. So sent Deeks on this run, didn't I, incognito to the chippy, because I just had to have the smell of, you know, when you open the paper and the smell of vinegar and salt coming up from the chips. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I've got to get them. So in all fairness to him, he done the dutiful pregnancy run and everything. I'm sure it was the hardest thing ever, as if he would just sit there and watch me eat it, isn't it? Because at the moment I feel like I can only eat about that much because I get so full, like, you know, Christmas Day full. That's exactly what I'm feeling like. And I thought that like my bump was going to split open last night because I was so full. I didn't even eat that much. Met the girls for food and everything, and oh my gosh, couldn't eat anything afterwards. So yeah, so after the chips then, this lady Pam who was in the health was like, oh my word, this is amazing, Tart, tell me everything else you've been eating. So yes, of course, I've got cravings, nothing crazy like nail polish or coal or stones or anything like that, but just carbs really. So, you know, like something salty and vinegary and everything like that. So when I'm on a clean mission, you know, as much as I try to, rice cakes have been amazing, bit of Kerrygold butter on there, bit of pink Himalayan salt on there, nom, nom, nom. So I get like the crunchy, the salty, the carby and everything like that. But very, very often it has been things like sandwiches, crisps, putting crisps in sandwiches, which I'm sure everybody agrees. Shouldn't you do that? That's the type of thing that's like the best ever when it comes to sandwiches. Now I think there's just one person in the world that actually thinks that that's wrong. Anybody else with me on this one? And of course, I'm saying this to you now as a pregnant, craving girl. This isn't what I would be recommending to my clients. What I'd recommend to my clients is coming up next, but I'm just sharing a little bit of my story with you. So, yes, so the main thing for me is that I wanted to chat about tonight was smoothies. So I had the question about is having a smoothie going to be bad because of the sugar in there? Because Lydia was a bit concerned that she wanted to have eggs for breakfast, but she didn't want to get bored of them. And like, how can you ever get bored of eggs? They're delicious. There's like so many things you can do with them. And one thing that I'm absolutely loving at the moment, have you put a little sprinkling of grated cheese in your scrambled eggs? Like, scrambled eggs should not be made without it, like that. Anyway, that's me and what I'm loving at the moment. So what I said to Lydia was this: smoothies are amazing, okay? You can make whatever flavour you want, and you can put whatever goodness in there if you're on the go, if you need something fast, if you want to make it and like take away with you. This is a brilliant option for you, and it's still all real food, okay? So number one is look at what a protein source is that you're going to be in there. So I would recommend things like whey protein. So get a good quality one of those. You could put things like Greek yogurt in there, even like a bit of cottage cheese if that was going to be mixed up or something. So something to add that protein source in there, okay? Then, and the thing is as well with whey, you can make it like chocolate, strawberry, cherry bakewell flavour. You know, there's plenty of variety out there for those. Then adding in a good source of fat. So you could have something like a little handful of nuts or peanut butter, put some avocado in. That makes it really nice and creamy, like no more than half. You could put chia seeds in, flax seeds in, maybe even a teaspoon of coconut oil or something in there. So again, that's giving you the fats, which are going to be really good for making the smoothie quite creamy and yummy, and you know, giving you the benefits of having healthy fats in your diet, which is great for feeling satisfied and hormonal balance. Then your nutrition. So your nutrition is going to come in now from high fibre vegetables. So you could be putting anything in there like kale, romaine lettuce, spinach. You can put cucumber in there for a nice fresh one. You could put lots of veggies in there. I'll share a recipe with you later. You could put carrots, tomatoes, all things like that in there. I've got a pumpkin recipe, perfect for this time of year, that you can use as well. So they, you know, are going to be, you know, good sources of nutrition in there. You could put beetroot in, yum, yum, yum things. Then, and this is where the difference is, okay? The fruit. Now, if you put low sugar fruits in, like raspberries, strawberries, berries, that's going to keep the sugar content a bit lower down in there for you, and it's going to sweeten it up a little bit. You can also sweeten it with cinnamon, stevia, like you can get in the Truvia brand, and things like that then to make it feel a little bit sweeter if your whey protein is not in there. You don't have to put any in there or anything. And this is where many people may go wrong. So, you know, like sometimes you might go to a shop and be like, oh, wow, they've got like smoothies in the fridge for here. So you'll grab one and it'll like taste amazing and sweet and fruity and everything, but there might be like tons of stuff in there, like, you know, bananas and mangoes or pineapples or grapes, which again are great foods, you know, and in moderation can be part of a really good balanced diet. However, if you are looking to kind of keep your sugar content down, you do need to be mindful of this, and not having something where you are just filling things up with sugar and everything. So again, in small amounts and in moderations, these are going to be great as part of a healthy, balanced diet. But like Lydia said, you know, she was concerned about the sugar content in her smoothie that she was having. So you can definitely make these much higher in fibre and nutrition and lower in sugar with the choices that you put into these then. Blitz it up then with some water, coconut milk, ice cubes, whatever it may be, and you can make so many different flavours out of, you know, for your smoothie and everything. So you can never get bored of those. One lovely one I shared recently was a coconut, cucumber and lime one. That was really nice. And I've got, you know, like mango ones, which I've got a little bit of tomato and things like that in there. And it might be a bit like, ugh, that sounds a bit weird, but you should never knock it until you try it. And, you know, you can create some really good cocktails when it comes to these smoothies. Very often with me, I'd rather like eat the food than smoothie it up, but it's a really good way of getting lots and lots in, especially when it comes to things like kale or spinach or something. You can put handfuls in there then, and make sure you're getting as much nutrition as possible. So that was my tip really for Lydia when it came to the smoothie, was to make sure that she does keep the things that she's adding into it on the lower end of the scale when it comes to the sugars. And again, you know, having things like You know, mango from time to time, banana after a workout with a protein shake and nuts can be really good. So don't be like too scared of them, but you've got to look at the whole package and the bigger picture of everything, because again, whilst, you know, fruit can be very good for you nutritionally, you know, it does have sugars in there, and you just need to be a bit mindful of it, that's all. And again, if you're having them and you want to ask any questions about it, tag me and ask me the question, and I'm always here to help. Eventually I am, maybe at the end of the day after I've moved and moaned about being, you know, big bumpy and everything like that. So yes, I hope that smoothie little bit of advice helps out there. So I'm going to go to my comments now and say hello to anybody else that has said anything here that I have missed out on, and thank you for the likes, whoever's liking for there and loving and whatever. I can't tell from the profile picture because you're like that big in my eyes, and yeah, so that coming across the screen like that looks awesome, and the love hearts coming across as well, so thank you so much. Okay, so Jenny, can't beat a ham salad crisp sandwich. I'm all about ham, cheese and mustard. Put too much mustard in on purpose so you get that kick, and it's like a little bit of like sandwich roulette type thing. It's like, ooh. Dawn, most definitely the best way to eat a sandwich, agrees. Natalie, is whey protein and Greek yogurt okay together in there? I'd put one or the other, I would. I mean, it's not going to be the worst thing, but I'd either just put one or the other type thing. But, you know, if you're going to put whey protein in, that kind of creams smoothie up anyway. And if you're going to put Greek yogurt in, that creams it up a little bit as well if you wanted something a bit more creamy. Okay, Jenny, yes. Natalie, yes. Pete, wise words. Hi, Pete. I hope you're fab. Kaz Evans, hi. Emma Stewart, I have a smoothie every morning, my fave. You do, don't you? And yours are really nice and green and everything. And I think sometimes when you say green, you think green flavour is going to be like, but they're not. They're so nice, and I got to try them. Keres, oh my God, just found out that you have a new recipe book downloaded. I do. Number 5 is out now, and there's plenty of smoothie recipes in there, along others as well. Stacey, hope you're well. You look fab. Thank you, Stacey. I hope you're fab. Loving the weekly updates I'm getting from Deeks about your little baby as well. So I'll be down for a cut soon. Rachel Evans, hello. Hi, Rachel. I hope you're fab. And Natalie, thank you. My pleasure. And that is the beauty of joining in online, isn't it? So yet again, I don't know if I've got this under 10 minutes or not, but fingers crossed I have. And I'm definitely going to be here next week. So hopefully I might be all moved in my home. Who knows? Things don't really go to plan today, but I'll give it a go. And thank you, Stacey. And I'll be here and make sure that I've got hopefully some inspirational stuff that I can chat with you next week. We're going to have detox week coming up soon as well, guys. Many of you do, after these videos, tend to kind of like inbox me and say what's going on with your diet programs and things like that. So it's a lifestyle program. It's all about change, guys. One of our fabulous girls, Kelly, did share her story. She joined up on the detox under 21 recently. I think she's lost a stone already, and you know, she's loving it. The photographs that she's showing me of the food that she's making, not only for her and her family, and really changing her mindset on the thought of, you know, escaping the dieting mindset. It takes a while, you know, you've got to deprogram yourself from things you may have done for many, many years, but falling in love with the process of change and enjoying it rather than kind of restricting yourself and thinking, I hate this, I can only do it for a week, and then cave in. So yeah, we'll have more information on those programs coming up soon. Plenty more from me between now and Baby Deeks landing, so I'll be around for a lot longer so far. So everybody, I saw your pumpkin recipe for the smoothie, and I bought pumpkins today. And when you do the pumpkin smoothie recipe, the rule is I want to see what you've carved in your pumpkin. We can have like a little competition or something. I'm going to get my bump. Oh, Karis, I can just see you just bought that book as well. I'm going to get my bump, pimp up my bump with my pumpkin next week. A little competition in the Hammett household. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing next week. So anyway, guys, have a lovely evening. I don't know what I'm going to do next now, but hopefully I've inspired you a little bit, and you might enjoy making your next smoothie with a lot less sugar and a lot more nutrition and helping you towards your goals. Have a fab one, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.